What happens when you let enfant terrible, now just terrible, Daniel Nardicio off his leash to say and do whatever he wants? The man who has offended everyone is back.
Along with my brother from another mother, Adam Klesch, we're back with our latest creation, Trigger Warning, a podcast that is not for the faint of heart.
Prepare to be offended, enlightened, and highly entertained.
Trigger Warning is not a safe space podcast, but answers the questions no one wants to ask. Served steep in vodka and a dash of bitter.
Each week, we'll bring you the highest and lowest in NYC nightlife.
So buckle up. You've been warned.
We're rolling, so. Do you need your notes?
Black stockings, white shoes.
Oh, by the way,
loud in the church. All right, Adam, let's talk real quickly, and
Sure.
then we'll introduce our guest. But I want to say you did an amazing job with the Pints Party.
Oh, thank
really
you so
amazing.
much. Thank you.
I didn't stay long because I did K, which I never really do, and I ended up like falling over myself, and I was like embarrassing, so I went home.
Oh, really?
At 1:30 in the morning, I thought I'll walk home because it was bouncing into people. I can't be seen like that. I'm a woman of a stature.
I think everyone was kind of in a state
And
at
then
the Pines Party.
well, it was because I brought Nikki with me, Nikki Doll, who's like one of my
She was
besties.
having a blast.
She gagged. Like I said, girl, come out, stay with me. Nikki's one of my, well, whatever. We'll talk. Nothing that you say, by the way, it matters unless you say it in this microphone.
No, I saw Nikki and she was like, "What is this?" Which is a great feeling because
I loved it. I love Nikki. She's like my little sister, and we get along so well. And anyway, I brought her, and I said, "Come out, girl. You're here for a couple of days. You're not in Paris, fucking Paris." And I
get you a
brought her,
ticket.
and
I know a
she
guy.
gagged when we walked in. It was just this fucking. It was a moment.
Yeah.
But her friend that I got also a ticket thanks to you. He was like, "Anything you want." And I was like, they were like fucking shoveling drugs on the dance floor. And at some point I was like,
Pick up powder, any powder.
I'll have a little something, just to be polite. And he's like,
I'm on a
I think
diet,
this
but it
is
tastes-
Coke. I'm not sure, I was like, all right. And it was K. And the next thing you know, I'm like walking and banging into people. Long story short,
in a dream state.
I was like, I should go home. I'm wearing my wild, like ridiculous, Bulgarian outfit.
Which
I want to go.
I'm going to borrow for the burn.
Which I actually have somewhere here for you.
Yeah.
And as I'm walking home on K, like the Pines Party's right there at Whitehall. It's not that far.
No.
I felt like I walked for an hour and a half. And my plan was to come home, center myself, have a cup of coffee,
Go back for sunrise. Yeah.
Girl, it was like the walk. I felt like I was like, it was just insane. So anyway, long story short, I came home, went to bed. Nikki, all night long, people were texting me. Nikki's asking where you are. She didn't actually text me, where are you? Because she's like, I know you, girl. You French exit.
You and Nikki always have a great time hanging out. And all I ever get from
love
Nikki
her.
is, where's Daniel?
I just love that.
I'm like,
kid.
it's so good to see you, girl.
She literally
Where's
is one of my favorite people, even though you wouldn't understand it. She's like a young French drag queen, and I'm like an old gay party promoter. Well, she's also gay. But we connect in this weird way that I can't really explain. I just love her so much. And but speaking of drag queens that I love, there are probably 5. I've watched every episode of Drag Race. I had to as my job. I started watching it with Bianca. I used to do a podcast with Bianca Del Rio, and so I started watching her with her season, and then I really liked it. Everyone was kind of against it at first. They were like, I don't want to watch that. Even Bianca. So then I started watching it, and I was like, her season, I felt like, this is fucking great. And then I went back, and Sam and I went to London because we were doing a bunch of stuff with Alan, my old business partner. We were pitching TV shows in London. Long story short, we had a lot of time in a hotel, and I started watching. He's like, I love seeing you watch Drag Race. He's like, you're just like really into it. I'm into it. I think it's so much better. I don't like people shitting on Drag Race and Randy and Fenton and Tom, and I don't like it because you know what? They made a lot of people rich that wouldn't otherwise be rich. Anyway, long story short, there are 3 drag queens from Drag Race, maybe 5, that I adore. But our guest today probably tops that list. This is one of the coolest people, one of the kindest people.
Mm-hmm.
So fucking smart.
I was just going to say, it's so wildly intelligent. Yeah.
Fucking made it happen, you know? And she also does a show with us. She's doing a show tonight and here at the Ice Palace, and fucking kills it every time. And I was blown away the first show. I was like, oh my God, like, she has real talent.
And the buzz on the island about the show that starts in like May. And this is a show that happens at the end of the season.
By the way, this is the longest intro ever, I know.
And people are like, oh
And then
my
we're
God.
like, thank you for coming.
That's all the time we have.
Yeah, exactly. The other thing about this queen I'll say, and then we're going to introduce her because she needs to talk. This is someone that actually really loves drag. Some people, like you feel, got into it because they're like, oh, it's a fast route to like fame, or I'm a singer, or, you know, like, no, I don't want to say plasma, but you know, Jan, I love those queens.
I'll never make
Jan's
it.
a friend, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, there's some people that were like musical theater people that you could see where they would go, this is a really good route for me. This is a person who just fucking loves drag.
Yeah.
And she's here today, and we're so excited to have her. Ladies and gentlemen, Alaska Thunderfuck.
No.
I fucking love you.
Hello.
What if you just did the whole thing like
I
that?
love hearing my voice this loud in my own ear.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are great. You can really fall in love with yourself when you got the cans
I
on.
love my own voice. Obviously, I love my own voice.
We're
That
doing a
intro-
podcast.
That intro was like 20 minutes long.
It was.
We'll cut it in post. It'll be like,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen, just you.
Yeah, just-
Seriously, though, you
this person loves drag. Alaska Thunderfuck.
you are someone that I'm so impressed with what you've done with your life and your career, you know?
Well, thanks.
You seem to have been a mess at some point. What I could gather a little
Yeah.
bit, share needle days, drugs and set, whatever.
Sure.
You seem to have pulled it all together. You're also gluten-free.
Uh-huh.
There you go. See?
There's
I've
that.
really got it all together.
Really pulled it together.
Gluten-free.
Snatched it
She cut
together.
out bread. Really
She's
pulled her life
fucking
together.
Engaged, you know?
Wow.
She got engaged last week.
He proposed.
Congratulations.
Oh my God,
Thank
I love
you.
saying he said no. I always
Oh
do that
my
when I'm
God.
with the game.
He
Anyway,
said maybe.
He said no. But you really do, like, what I love about you, and we're going to get to you, you can speak in a second, is that you seem to really love Cherry Grove and drag. You go to shows, you are like a part of the community.
Yeah, I do. I love it here. I think this is my favorite place in the planet Earth.
Really?
Yeah, Cherry Grove specifically. It's just really special.
It
It's-
is, yeah.
It's and it's singular, and it also, I feel like there's like a time limit on it, I guess. Like in maybe just past our lifetime, it could be underwater or it could go away at any second. So it has this like fragility.
Physically or legally.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's kind of frozen in time because it's difficult to get here. It's a
Right.
gay place. It's a
It's so
community
gay.
place.
Yeah.
And I love it so
I love it for
much.
like the reason that like you're never gonna know what you get, but you always know that it's never gonna know what you're gonna get. Like it's so familiar, but it's so chaotic.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Cherry Grove. Oh, you don't see that every day.
I've
Yeah.
been here 22 years, and it's not much has changed.
Yeah.
It's really like weird how nothing really changes.
I love that.
And it's really great.
Yeah.
Because everything else is like fucking opening and closing in New York and, you know, LA and stuff. So it's
Yeah.
really great. And it's just magical to see fucking hardcore dykes and fucking gay men just walking, living their lives. You know,
Absolutely.
our street alone, there's like Trump loving dykes 2 doors down. I mean, hey, I can't judge. I mean, I judge, but I can't. Like,
Because like when you come out here, it's not only just for your show. You spend days out here when you come
Yeah.
out here.
you're
you
like
enjoy
a
yourself.
week or two usually, right?
I would love it if it was a week or two. I mean, it's usually like a week.
Yeah.
Or like
It just
5
feels
days.
like two.
But you're known
Well,
for going to the
I pack
shows.
in 2 weeks of fun.
You're known for going to the shows and tipping the girls. That means a lot
Because
to
I love
them.
drag.
Yeah, because you love drag. And
Yeah.
And she's got that
means so
RuPaul
much.
money now.
She's got that RuPaul money. She got that All Stars 2. Wait, no, All Stars 5.
You know, it was season 5 and it was All Stars 2. So you're kind of right.
Yeah,
There you
I
go.
should have done a better
It
intro.
was a long
We'll
time
do it in
ago.
post.
It
Should
was
have
a
read the
long time.
Wikipedia
At
page.
this
like you
point,
do
do you
everyone
really
else.
care about that? That doesn't matter anymore. What you've done is so much bigger now. Mom Network.
Yeah, we did that.
It's incredible.
That was the thing.
Yeah, we definitely did that. And it's important. But I'm also like, I'm not like, oh, Drag Race. I'm so beyond that. It's like,
No,
'cause
no.
that show, people keep watching it and
Yeah.
new people
Yeah,
keep
totally,
watching it. And so we exist in that, which is also why the conversation should happen about royalties or
Absolutely.
residuals.
Yeah.
Going to reality TV performers. I think that conversation should happen.
Right.
Because this show, when we first signed the contract, streaming wasn't a thing. So
Right.
that's like new. So I don't know. It's a conversation that we should have.
think
We
so.
got the pit crew to wear shoes by talking about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think we can get residuals for drag
I'm going to take
queens.
back what I said and say that, Randy and Fenton, I had met with them. Fenton wrote me a lovely email saying, I've been watching what you do on the sidelines. And I think it's a really, really nice email.
Yeah.
And we went to LA to pitch a TV show to them when I had the production company with Alan Cumming. And they were lovely. And
I thought you were going to say Alan Thicke.
Alan Thicke, yeah, totally.
Show me that
like-
smile.
I was like,
show
really?
me that smile.
Tell
Don't
me more.
waste
I mean, I love
another
Alan Cumming.
But
Anyway.
they,
I loved growing pains.
I agree. There's some things that are fucked up about it, but there's things that fucked up with everything, right? And like every TV show and whatever. But the reality of it is, and I always say this, I don't know why they never talk about it on the show. It almost does not matter if you win that show. It just matters if you are on it and stick around. Alyssa Edwards, we've worked with, and she was out early, but she's such a fucking character. My point is,
Look at Mimi on First Career.
It's you can piss on it and they don't pay you and this and that and they only give you $85 for food. But at the end of the day,
That's the
it's
per diem.
made Bianca Del Rio a millionaire, Trixie Mattel a millionaire. You're a millionaire.
I don't know that I'm a millionaire. Maybe like if you add some numbers up, if you search the net worth
Of what you saved on
it's
gluten-free
so
bread.
wrong.
know.
The net worth is so wrong of everyone if you Google it. But I'm so rich if you Google it.
Yeah.
My celebrity net worth when I'm not a celebrity is actually more than Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
See,
looked it
yeah,
up.
exactly.
She's $500,000. It's insane.
Freakier Friday.
Well, because she made a lot of bad decisions. Coke will do that to you.
Bad
It's the
decisions or net
industry,
worth?
though. It's not Randy and Fenton and Tom. Like it's bigger than that. It's like
Is it Rue?
The whole thing. Well, no,
No.
It's not them. They didn't know that streaming was going to be a thing either.
Exactly,
It's not like
exactly.
them doing it would be able to even possibly happen. It has to be like worldwide, all reality TV
Exactly.
kind of
Exactly.
thing.
And
Yeah.
I think that
It needs like a union. Like reality television needs its own union.
Sure.
there's a lot of Rue bashing, and I'll say this is, my favorite restaurant in New York is Elephant and Castle, which is also hers, which is closing tomorrow, sadly, after
Oh my
45
God.
years.
Yeah.
Rue, literally, I would go in and she would be there sometimes, and she would remember me from when I did the podcast with Bianca fucking 18 years ago, and she was on it. And she was always so kind. Like, I understand. Nikki told me this. She's like, I now get why Rue doesn't make eye contact with you, and she doesn't want you to do it because everyone's looking at Nikki in Drag Race France, trying to get her attention or approval. So Nikki's learned to just not look at them.
Yeah.
And I understand Rue you have to protect yourself. And,
Yeah.
And so, yes, I mean, is she tricky and prickly? Yes. But I just think that, at the end of the day, she's, we're all
She's like a
here.
joyful like child, like in her
She
heart.
loves to laugh.
And you're absolutely right. Like you do have to protect that, and I think that she does
Yeah.
very well because at its essence, Drag Race, like when you go to the commercial, you hear because it's about like joyous laughter, ridiculousness at its core.
Yeah.
So she has to protect that like fragile, childlike part of herself to maintain like the essence of the show.
When I had her on the show years ago, when Bianca wasn't on that episode. She was doing something, probably drinking in New Orleans. But Sweetie interviewed Rue. And at that point, Rue had the HIV wasting, and her face was really caved in.
Yeah.
We did a photo, we posted it, and people were like, oh my God, she looks awful. Oh my God, she looks, and I thought, wow, this must be hard for her. And she was like, when she was younger, she wasn't like a beautiful drag queen, but she was really cool, like her sort of style, that punk rock thing. And then she was a beautiful glamazon, and then she had the wasting, and the gay people were attacking her.
Yeah.
And they're just awful sometimes to their own kind. So I think she has an armor that she had to have as a black
Totally.
femme man. She made it. And that's fucking incredible. And I think that sometimes when people are bashing her, I'm like, I'm sorry, but for her to get where she is pretty incredible. And she's helping a lot of people. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Rue. I want to talk about you.
Yeah, I love her.
You are also helping a lot of people
Well, thanks.
with the Mom Network. I listen to Delta's podcast every week.
Love it.
She
love
is
her.
such a nut.
It's so
Yes.
funny.
It's so ridiculous.
It's so funny.
She's
things-
tapped into something really primal, and because I think people nowadays are there's so much frustration over like everything costs too much and everything is going to shit and the bags of chips are smaller. There's so much like aggression and frustration, and she's tapped into it, and it is her absolute like lifeblood. Like she was born to talk about the big gulp getting smaller.
Yeah. She fries the small fish, and
She
I love
does.
that about
She's
her.
exquisite.
It's a really good podcast.
And
it
so
really
beautiful.
Is. Yeah, she is. I mean, the last one I listened to had some person, a drag queen on it, who was just talking about anal fissures the whole time. So I kind of lost interest in that one. But it was nonstop.
I love when I wake up.
People are sticking things up their ass, and I was like, "Girl, we don't."
I love when
that.
I wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning and I can hear the podcast coming from your apartment.
I'm that obsessive
we
guy
live across from each
that
other.
when I'm really, we live across from each other. When I'm like bummed out or I'm tired or whatever, I just put on like you guys or Delta or that bossy queen. They're really annoying. Those people that review the shows normally, they're really kind of annoying. She's like, "Hey, queens, what's the tea?" But whatever.
Hot or rot.
Yeah, exactly. They're rotten, but everyone's trying to jump on that train and make money from it. But anyway,
were you always this creative like in your entire life? Were you like this little kid that couldn't stop making things? Because I watch you and I'm just like, where does it all fucking come from? It's really impressive.
We'll see the show tonight if it's creative or not.
We'll see. Yeah.
Seen it.
Reducted. Look it up. I was very imaginative, but I was very shy because I was like very like effeminate, and I learned very early on like I'm not supposed to do that. I'm not supposed to be that in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Right. Yeah. Totally.
In the 80s and 90s. So I was very like introverted and imaginative. I loved to draw, and I drew like comics and made like stories, and so like there's always been like a lot of imagination.
So was drag like an easy step for you, like to like self-express?
Because I was in theater in college, and I was like, what roles is this gonna do? This thing.
Right, totally.
This
totally.
skinny, 8 foot tall, gay, and I had a asymmetrical haircut. It was facial piercings. It was like there's not any roles for me.
How many regional theaters are doing Maine?
Exactly.
But like I didn't know drag then, so it was like this kind of a androgynous kind of woman, gay. Like nowadays, there are like 5 roles that I could do if I was that age. But drag was like, oh my God, I can be the thing. I could be the fucking woman.
What I love about your drag is like, I'm also friends with Jimbo, who is one of my faves, right? Jimbo is, I went to go see that Murray and Peter.
Wackadoodle, but I love it.
He did this whole fucking, he invited me to the Christmas show at the Brooklyn Theater. It was like an hour trip, whatever. Murray and Peter Christmas show. It was like in November. It was really weird. But anyway, he came out as a turd in a toilet. And the whole number was that. He's so great. He's also lived in my apartment for a month. We got to know each other. I just love Jimbo.
Love the girl.
But I love him because, like you, I mean, you seem to have this thing about you that you wear garbage bags and it looks like chic.
Well, thank you.
I mean, there's something about the way you put things together that I'm really impressed with. Jimbo's not quite the same. He's got his own aesthetic, but I love his aesthetic. But like, I've seen you in fucking trash bags, and I thought, my God, that looks good.
Well, thank you.
This is really impressive. It's a gift, really.
And that's part of what I love about drag is that I don't think drag should ever lose is that like it's magical sort of in the sense that you can take something that isn't clothes or isn't glamorous, and then you say, this is clothes and this is glamorous. And because it's drag, it's like, I agree and I buy that. That's magic. That's magic, like alchemy.
Well, it's a magical art form, drag. I mean, it really, you take on a whole different persona and people buy in from go.
The one time I did drag in a show when I was an actor was awful.
Handsome woman.
First of all, it was like very, very B. Arthur in like, what I look like a solid gold dancer.
B. Arthur as a drag king.
Looked like the mother of a solid gold dancer. God, it was bad. But anyway, I was in this play and I was in drag. It was awful. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. But anyway, the point is what? Oh, I remember like I got in drag and I felt stupid. I'm just a dude. I'm not like a excessively good-looking dude or whatever, but I just
as he points to me, you saw that. Just
no, totally. I had to. There were no cameras. That's why. So but then I was like, you have 2 choices right now. You got to fucking like go out there and be big, or you're going to shrink and look like
And
a
look an
fucking
asshole.
fool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it forced me to go out there and be big. I didn't like doing it, but I don't know how you do it with the discomfort. But
Did you leave the wig on after?
I took it.
While you were taking it, I mean, was the
never
wig on?
pulled trade in drag, but I wish I did.
I pulled
One time-
trade and drag one time. I was doing a benefit at the Abbey.
Wow.
I was doing a benefit at the Abbey, and I look like a tattooed Bette Midler. Like, it's not really
Sure.
impressive.
Yeah.
And that's an insult to
There's
Bette
a
Midler.
market out there.
And there was this
There's
really
a-
fucking hot guy that was into it, and I was like, fuck it, whatever, and wanted me to fuck him while I was in drag.
Oh,
It
yeah, they
was
like that. They like that.
crazy.
Sweetie did the sex party in Brooklyn at Pickles
All I
Playhouse,
could think
and
about-
she asked me once to do the door, and I'm doing the door at this fucking tranny sex party. I'll just say it. That's what it was called.
That's what it's called.
Eden Underground tranny sex party. Anyway, just get over it. And
Canceled.
people were coming up, the guys, and they were fucking hot,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Guido-y and like, really super sexy guys. And I was like, oh my
Oh, they
God,
like
girl,
the
I'm
girls.
in. She's like, I'll get you up in Yags and you
Yeah.
can come. The next time, I looked like Joey Behar. And then
And they want it.
And then
And
I
they wanna
walked
get
in and
fucked
she
by
said,
Joy Behar
this is
so
my
bad.
cousin from, she would fuck
Oh,
with me
yeah?
though. She'd go, this is my cousin from Germany. Her name is Throat. She started introducing me and she said, this is my
my
friend
can't
from,
make the
from
TH. That's a
Sweden.
beautiful
So I had to
name.
like talk to people like, hello. Yeah. It
Hello.
was awful.
She turned you out.
Yeah,
Like
totally. But
fancy.
yeah, I know. It was
But they
really
can't.
fun.
They don't make the TH sound in Germany. So why was her name Throat? It was Throat.
Good point.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's just
She
weird.
didn't know that. Anyway, back to you.
Joke doesn't
You know what's interesting about the dragosphere, the world that you sort of emanated from. You were in like the golden age. I think it's much harder now for the girls because
So much harder.
there's so many.
There's so
Yeah.
many of them.
Yeah, you know.
And there
it's like-
wasn't like Instagram drag stars like when you were coming up. Now it's like they get cast because they've got 300,000 followers. They've never been on stage as a drag queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just paint their face in a tutorial and boom, they're on Drag Race.
a friend of mine who manages the girls, you know who I'm talking about, but I'm not going to say it just in case she doesn't want me to. She's like, they're no longer doing first class flights for the girls because there's so many, and I'm sure you get them. But they don't. No longer is it first class flights, and they used to do that and used to pay them a lot more and stuff like that. But there's so many.
It's way different.
Well, and there's
But
like
how do you deal? How do I say this? There's so much negativity in the world in general.
Yeah.
In the world we're in right now. And I know you've experienced some the last few weeks with, blowback and stuff like that, which you're always going to. If you're out doing anything, you're going to get blowback. How do you protect yourself? You know what I'm talking about?
Well, yeah, and I think that drag is a shelter from all the like negativity. It's like there is so much foolishness and name calling and nastiness and just like dragging people down like on fucking CNN. So it's like drag to me is like a respite and an oasis from that. So like when it gets into, and what I think happened was the season of Drag Race ended and people went in a show hole and they didn't have anything to, they didn't have anywhere to put their energy because the show was over and they didn't have anything to talk about. So it was like, okay, she's a fucking bitch and she's a cunt and I'm going to try to, I think it turned into that.
Right.
And I just try to like stay the fuck away. I'm a middle child. I do not like conflict.
Yeah.
I like to make peace. I like to be friends with everybody.
Also, you're Justin. So, like, this is a persona. Am I right? Like, when you.
Kind of.
I mean, but, like, it is a. Like, you can walk the streets and be relatively anonymous. Am I wrong?
You know,
Doesn't happen really.
until I open my mouth and then it's like,
Yeah,
then they're
that's true.
like, Alaska?
Yeah, you do have that vocal fry. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's business. You marketed it.
I'm like, hi, credit or debit? Do I put my pin in? And then they turn around. Like, that's her.
You also have the few good songs that a drag queen has done from Drag Race. There's so many bad ones.
It was good timing.
do we
Yeah.
get the rights to any of those? Can we play any of those songs on the show?
Play them all.
What do we care?
We've got
Well,
lawyers.
no one's going to listen.
Play them all.
Our 3 listeners aren't
Nikki's
going to report
going
us.
to give me her songs. We can put them in.
For Alaska, we'll just
For
play
Alaska.
Nikki's songs.
It's Nikki Doll.
No, speaking of
Why
original
do
songs,
these girls want to do songs now? I
don't know.
Anyway,
Well,
whatever.
they don't
Bianca,
anymore.
Yeah, Bianca told me.
this
that-
girl did a whole musical.
Yeah, but she dragged the musical. I saw twice.
I would be remiss if I didn't say I am not a RuPaul faithful. I'm not a Drag Race watcher. I get it. I understand it, but I don't like die for it the way like Daniel and Sam and Taylor and all my friends like gag for it. And they were like, hey, Alaska's going to give us like 4 tickets. Nick Laughlin really wants us to come and see the show. And I was like, Okay, I love those people. Sure, I'll
Uh-huh.
see it. Girl, I was fucking tits blown away. It
Thank
was
you.
wonderful. It was
Thank you.
entertaining start to finish.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm
I
really
saw it
proud
with
of
you,
it. I
and
love
I
it.
saw it with Jimbo.
Yeah.
And I love seeing two people that I like a lot doing it. It was early on in Jimbo's. He still was figuring out his way, but Jimbo's so great.
I saw it with Joey McIntyre. My sister was so jealous.
I think I saw it with Adam Pascal, and I think it was Joey McIntyre, that guy from like In Sync or something.
New Kids on the Block.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great.
You were in Deutschland.
It was great.
Thank you. I
Yeah,
love
it was
that.
really great. I mean, but that's what I mean about you. What I find so interesting, you know, Trixie kind of does it. I mean, I think Trixie's a whole. I think she's bonkers, frankly. I mean, like, girl, like she went away. She had to tell us she was going away.
Yeah.
Then she came back. She had to tell us how she came back. It's like, girl, now you're making me wish you went away again. There's too much Trixie. Anyway, sorry. You.
Leave him wanting more,
She works
Trixie.
really hard. She
She
works
just works-
really hard.
Yeah,
and
she
she's
does,
nice to
but
everybody.
She's a great queen, and I
Yeah.
just sometimes think it's a bit much. Every time I go on, it's like wanting me to. Probably because I watch Drag Race. It's not her fault. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm going off on the tangent. That's my trigger. We're going to
Yeah.
do trigger warning in a
Yeah, we're
minute. It's
gonna
going
do
to be Trixie Mattel.
Trixie Mattel. be
I
your
love.
trigger.
I listen to their podcast. I'm a podcast fanatic.
Yeah.
I listen to all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway,
Even this one.
even this one, yeah. What you've done the Broadway? I mean, the Broadway show. You've done
The Broadway Nana.
yeah, no, you know the show, Drag the Musical. You've had songs. You've performed in clubs. What would you like to see happen with your career now?
Well, I'm really excited to like go back to like drag, like DRAG, which is like small, ridiculous, dumb, singular drag.
Like dive bar drag.
Really?
Yeah, I'm doing a 6-week series at Precinct because I missed this element of drag that was just like you do a show and then it's done and it's
Dressing
over.
rooms that smell like cigarettes and cocaine.
If we could
and
be
all that.
allowed to smoke inside, that would be great.
We can let you into the Liza Minnelli smoking lounge tonight if you want.
Perfect. I don't even
Yeah.
smoke anymore, but I love smoking indoors.
Yeah, it's so incredible.
But I love that element of like it's small and it's stupid and it's creative and then it's done. So we're doing 6 shows.
That's
Oh, that's
Over
great.
6 weeks.
Would you
when
consider
say
your
we,
show-
who?
Me and
Did you miss
You and
the,
your
did you
team. I
miss
thought
the,
you meant you
me
and
and-
like.
did you miss
me
the
and the-
singular part?
and a
She
set
said we.
crew of a set crew and a set cast
Got it,
of
okay.
drag performers.
I see.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also think it's really great the way that Drag the Musical that you helped people. I like that, like younger queens or like small town queens. I think that's a really admirable quality.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, it's
And
really
I love
good.
drag.
I said that at the
just
beginning, and
really
I still
do.
stand by it.
I think it's the best art form. And as time goes on and it's more and more like horrifying out there, drag is like it demands authenticity. It doesn't play by conventional rules.
I agree.
It's welcoming to everybody. I fucking love it.
Can we though agree that Make Some Noise has got to stop?
What's that mean?
When people say make some noise when a drag queen walks on, say make some noise, give it up for the blended drinks, make some noise, make some noise, make some noise.
right, I can't hear you. Let's try that one more time, everybody.
Oh,
No.
That was my trigger. We do a trigger. Adam and I
You
do a
can
trigger.
do better than that.
I'm
Oh,
like,
I don't think
this.
so. You better do better.
This also. And I'm like, you're doing a Liza Minnelli number. Liza never walked out and was like, I can't hear you. Like, you just own the fucking stage. What is the most lazy thing that you see that drag performers do?
Well, something that bothers me, is this my trigger warning or is that later?
Yeah.
no, well,
No,
it can be, but
It can be.
That's coming
Well,
later.
Trigger.
There is something
Listen, we'll run the
that
show, okay?
I don't like holes in tights, okay?
Right.
I don't like when there's a hole in the fishnets and it's not supposed to. Like if you're doing a punk number and you have 18 holes, that's one thing. But if you're trying to be Beyonce and you have one huge hole in
Right.
your skin-colored
At your hip pad.
fishnets, it's just no. It shouldn't. They should have vending machines of tights in drag.
totally.
Maybe I'll invent that.
Drag dressing
Maybe that's
rooms?
$1 million idea.
There you go.
So that
Lashes,
if you get
glue, tights, nails.
I understand if you get a hole by accident right before you go on stage. I have compassion for that, but it's not that. It's like I know the
Right,
hole
yeah,
is
totally.
there. It's been there for 2 weeks, and I'm not addressing it.
Jimbo mentioned the show that they did. I won't say the queen who it was, but she said, this queen was like kind of messy. The outfit wasn't pressed, clean, whatever. And he was just like, I don't really see this person really going very far. There wasn't like that care. It's someone that is pretty popular, but I thought it was interesting. Having been friends with so many drag queens, and Sweetie was my best friend until she died, but I just saw this insane like love of things. Sweetie would be like literally like, I can't wear this dress because I wore it like a couple weeks ago or whatever. And I'd be like, what are you talking about? I wear the same clothes all the time. I didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
And how much she felt like she would talk about bugle beads. I didn't even know what that fucking was. And the drag race has really warmed me up to the art of drag.
Yeah. And there is care to it. I mean, and everyone's different. I like to wear the same thing over and over again because it's like a uniform. Like Batman doesn't change his clothes.
Right.
It's also
So
your brand,
awkward.
though.
Well,
The big blonde hair and the black trash bags, I think I would see.
sure. And it's also like mitigating expectation because if you're like, I wear a new sickening outfit every time I'm seen, I would lose my mind and I'd have $0.
Right,
Yeah.
totally.
Like that's too much to like keep up with.
But it's also like, I mean, you don't just what Daniel talks about the favorite look like in a trash bag and whatnot. You're not just wearing a trash bag. You're like in a Luke.
Yeah,
you
no,
know?
it's styled.
Well-
It's definitely styled.
So you make it your thing. It's like Divine always wore that kind of same like low cut, high
Right.
skirt, like that, but it was in that Divine way.
Well,
And it
what
was
I
like,
what I
yeah.
kind of meant was like in your final episode when you did read you wrote you,
Mm-hmm.
your look was the vestiges, the last little bit that you had. You talked about this, and,
Yeah.
but it was a fucking cunty fucking look.
Well, thank you.
It was like the leeches kind of dark under the eyes, the green, the hair. I mean, all of you, by the way. I thought everyone was really, I thought
We
Detox,
just-
who I loved, she's been on here a bunch.
Yeah.
She was at your last show.
That
Is she coming to this one?
Love her. I don't think she's out here, but
Okay.
who knows?
Yeah. She, no, she's not out here.
She was living her best life last year's show.
Girl, she was fucking,
Love that woman.
there wasn't anything she wasn't snorting. Anyway, we'll
She
take
was
that
having a
post.
long walk home from the
She
Pines party.
was intense.
And it wasn't even Pines Party week.
Yeah, that one's intense. And she fucking had my dick out with Sasha Colby. It was a whole thing. And I took Sasha's
I
phone.
love that
and
that's
started
her
taking
fault.
pictures.
She had your dick out. Okay.
She's kind of a
Why not?
molester.
Yeah.
She kind of was a little bit of a molester.
Okay.
And I'm all right with that.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Anyway,
Handsy is what we call it in the biz.
I'm so excited to see your show tonight. We're gonna wrap this up because I know you got to go sound check and stuff like that. We adore you at the Ice Palace, and we, by the way, Miss Fire Island has now been the Guinness Book of World Records has said that it's the oldest drag pageant in the world.
Bitch. Yes.
We're gonna do this thing on the thing, and you're a big part of that now. Which you're a part of our family at the Ice Palace
Thank
because you
you.
really are. Your show, the first one, the second one, and we're just so proud to have you as a part of the family. I really can't say enough good things about you. Kind and gentle, and we love you.
That means a lot. Thank you.
And we're
nice-
so
It's
excited.
nice
really
to
an
be
honor, and I
around,
love
and
that.
there's a lot of girls that ain't.
We'll also review the show, and if it sucks, we'll tell you.
Yeah, we're gonna let you
Please
know.
do. Yeah. Please let them know.
What can we expect tonight, and then we'll let you go.
I don't know. I mean, it's an absurdist fantasia. I don't know. It's songs that I wanted to sing and have been wanting to sing for a while, and that's kind of it.
I can't wait. Well, we love you. Thank you so much for doing this. Oh, what? We didn't. We
Just title of show.
Trigger warning.
You want to give us a trigger? What triggers
Yes,
you?
I'm really bothered by the new season of Project Runway because there's only 4 episodes out already. It's airing week by week. They don't tell you who goes home at the end of the episode.
What?
They go,
They make you wait.
the
yeah.
person going home tonight is cliffhanger. The format has worked for 30 years. You do the challenge, somebody goes home. Why are you changing it now? It really, really bothers me. And I talk about it on my podcast, and I've talked about it everywhere I can. So please fix this.
Call your congressman.
Heidi,
Yeah.
fix this.
So Heidi has to fix the show format, and we need a drag union.
And we need royalties for all the
100%.
Or sorry, a reality star union. That's what we
Yes.
need. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to be back. Adam and I will do our triggers. I want to thank Alaska again. This is so great,
you.
and we're so excited to see you tonight.
Me too.
All right.
Break a
We'll
leg,
be right
girl.
back.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, I love that kid so much. Alaska's a good person.
She's just a good human being. And you said it a million times, and I hope we weren't like fanfaring her too much, but like just a true drag artist. Like
Incredible. And a good-looking guy.
a good-looking guy.
Because normally they...
Yeah. Normally it's Normally it's better when they've got the wig and the bead
totally.
on.
But no, she's a good-looking guy and very kind to do this, especially when she has a show tonight. And
I love how we tell all of our guests, like, oh, it'll just be 15 minutes.
well, I want them to actually set a timer so we have. But they like to talk. Actually, Malik. What the hell was that?
I think that's one of our series.
Let's start over at the beginning. Alaska's a great.
We'll fix this in post.
Oh my God.
Patty LaPone would have walked out on that
Patty
interview.
LaPone would have yelled at us for having our phones on.
It's not a cell phone.
Yeah, exactly. I love Alaska. She's great. I'm so excited about the show tonight, and what a great person, just a good person. She's, what I love about her is that she kind of came to us, and when we took over the Ice Palace, and she's been with us, and every year she's like, I want to do a show, and I just think it's really great.
And she's so low maintenance. I think that's what I love the most is you get this like high energy, packed house, sold out show that's just wonderful. And like you don't have to hold her hand, you don't have to figure out her housing, you don't have to figure out where she's gonna have dinner or get her to the She shows up for a sound check, she goes, puts her beat on, she shows up, gives you a banger of a show.
Can't wait.
And then she sits in the dressing room and just like cackles with the girls.
And then you got Willem, who is the opposite, really. I mean, I like Willem. I listen to the podcast, but he's like much more like fighting with people and angry. And I don't want to say the word bitter because, I don't know, it gets thrown around a lot. But like he's a little bit like not the same. And Alaska has this thing that I really like. And that's why I kind of mentioned the whole RuPaul thing. I think people dump on World of Wonder because they make a lot of money. But you know what? They allow you to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
These queens go from the show and they leave and they can make 2 to 3 times what they're making before, the lesser known ones. And the other ones can make like 10 times more. So yes, it sucks and it's kind of a factory and whatever. But I just think that, stop pissing on people. RuPaul is not the enemy. Patty LaPone is not the enemy.
Correct.
Who's the enemy?
Donald Trump.
Donald fucking Trump
Donald
is the
fucking
enemy.
Trump is the enemy.
Stephen Miller is the enemy. I think he's the worst human being right now in the United States. Donald Trump is a puppet. He just wants to be liked.
Did you see the meme that started getting passed around yesterday or 2 days ago? And it's like the headshot of Stephen Miller, like his government headshot, and then next to it is an anal polyp. And they look exactly the same.
He's like the worst.
He's an anal polyp.
Yeah, he's really one of the worst. I really want nothing good to happen to those people, but especially Stephen Miller. I think he's truly like insane. But whatever. Anyway, we don't want to bring you all down.
No, but we do have to do. I don't think we did a trigger warning. I think we just did Alaska's trigger warning, but I don't think we did our trigger warnings. So it is title of show, so we're gonna have to think of them.
You know what I don't like? Really sets me off, and it happens a lot when I go shopping in stores and stuff like that, is when people like take your product or you're gonna buy or whatever, and they scan it and they never make eye contact, and they just say, $15.99, and they don't even look at you.
Yeah.
And it really makes me
Disengaged.
crazy that these people sort of don't ever engage. I don't know. I just think it's so much more satisfying to be engaged. Our staff here at the Ice Palace or whatever, I try to pay attention to stuff like that if they're looking at people. It's just weird to me, and it happens so much in definitely the lower cost places.
You know what I do every Friday?
Really sets me off.
You know what I do every Friday night at the Ice Palace is
You fuck a twink.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I date somebody that's 23. Make sure it happens every night.
I know, right?
No, I make sure that I walk around, and before I leave, I go to every single staff
Twink.
member.
Okay.
And I say, hey, thanks so much for tonight. Good night. Love you guys. I'm headed out. And it seems so small and stupid and insignificant, but like, it is wild up there on a Friday, and our staff
also
works
do that
their
for
ass
every
off.
twink, and that's why you don't leave till like 6 a.m.
Honey, that meet and greet is busy.
The meet and greet. You bring the meats. You're like Arby's.
Yeah. The meets and the greets.
And the greets.
No, my trigger
it's-
warning is like yours at the supermarket, which is funny, is when you walk up with like one item and they scan it, and that's fine, and then you go on your way. But when you walk up with like 25 items and then they look at you, do you need a bag? No, Mary, I've got 6 fucking arms. Why would I need a bag? Yes, I need a fucking bag. And then they charge you 10 cents for it. Like,
You can't pay 10 cents.
I know.
I've seen what you spend on drugs alone.
Drugs alone, and they come with a bag.
Can we talk about the real quickly? Can we talk about the Nazi drugs?
Oh, yeah, sure.
I can't say where they were sold, but there were drugs sold at a party, and I put it on Instagram, and I said I'm not going to say the party because it was not the promoters,
Right.
that did this party, but it was not the underwear party. I want to make that clear because I was like, oh, everyone's going to say it was the underwear party. There was a party here on the island that happens, and people were selling I don't know what drug.
Iron Eagle swastika pressed pills.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And someone sent a picture to me, and I put it on Instagram. And then everyone was like, "Say who it was.
Yeah,
say who
out
it
the
was."
people.
And I'm like, it wasn't anyone that we know.
Yeah. It was a drug dealer at a party.
Exactly. It probably was someone we know.
Yeah.
The thing is, the enemy is living amongst us.
Absolutely. Well, and making a joke out of certain things or making light of certain things is how we get through a lot in life. But then there actually are true taboos in things where it's like
A swastika.
a swastika is not fucking
I know,
cute.
but your friends took the pills and threw them on the ground and then stomped on them and whatever. What'd they do? They smashed them up.
smushed him up with their
What
feet.
a waste. What I would have done is taken them all, ground them up, and made like a
Stars
happy
of
symbol.
David,
Well, yeah, a Star of David.
which has also been a happy symbol in recent times, right?
Exactly. I don't know. You could have made him into something better, but you don't waste good drugs.
Don't waste good
like
drugs.
wasting good liquor. I remember the Y2K when that all happened, and they were showing all around the world where they were celebrating Y2K, and they were doing in Brazil. They were throwing bottles of liquor in the ocean at the beach, and I was with my foster sister Molly, and I said, "God, wasting good liquor." And she's like, "That's what you're thinking right now?" Yeah.
It's like when they passed the bill for anti-gay propaganda in Russia, and people were like going out into the streets and dumping out bottles of Stoli, and I was like, Stolichnaya vodka has nothing to do with
It's insane. It's insane. Yeah, it's all performative.
all
But,
performative. Well, that was Trigger Warning this week, and we hope to have you listening next week. I'm Adam Meathammer Klesch.
Daniel Nardicchio.
Like and subscribe wherever you find your podcasts.
We'll talk to you soon.
See you guys.
Bye.
Trigger Warning, hosted by Daniel Nardicchio and Adam Meathammer Klesch, is a Pride House Media production and produced by Josh Rosenzweig. Please note the views reflected in this podcast do not represent the views of Red Eye, the Ice Palace, or any of its subsidiaries. And any reference to scat, shrimping, upper deckers, skanks, masturbating, rump riding, wolf bagging, Cleveland steamers, jiggly puffing, rusty trombones, Cosby sweaters, Mexican pancakes, and Alabama hot pockets are the views of Mr. Nardicchio, Mr. Klesch, and his listeners, not the establishment. If you are offended, please seek immediate psychiatric attention. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And while you're there, leave us a rating and review it. It really helps others discover the show. And if you didn't enjoy this episode, don't tell anyone. Stay connected and join the conversation by following us on Trigger Warning Podcast. And you can send us your questions or hate mail to triggered@triggerwarning.com.